Good morning, beautiful people of the world. Good morning. It is Friday, October 3rd, 2025. I normally would be singing my song, but I am in a lot of pain, and I will tell you all about why I'm in a lot of pain as soon as I get this seatbelt on. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. It's always some bullshit. I can't wait to get the fuck up out of Chicago for a few days. Love my city. Just don't like the folks that live in this motherfucker. Happy Friday again. Okay, so as if I need anything else to happen to me, seeing that I have been through what I have been through with this ear infection, right? So yesterday, well, first, I hope you guys, before I tell you all the story, I hope you all are doing well. I hope your day yesterday was well. Hope you all had a great and amazing day on yesterday. Yesterday, I was at work, and normally I go in a little early, but yesterday I had a few addresses to check out, some job sites, construction sites that were kind of far, right? And so with the job that I have, I'm all over the city. I'm on the north side, far north, west side, east side. I'm all over this city, all over. So I had an address that was all the way out here, way beyond somewhere that I didn't even know that this neighborhood existed. So I had a couple of more addresses back west. So I said, okay, I'm gonna be done for the day, right? So I decided that I was gonna stop not too far from my job, right up the street from where I work. I'm gonna stop and get some Popeye's chicken, which, by the way, was horrible. It wasn't completely horrible, but the piece of chicken that I got, when I pulled the skin off of it, it was dry and brown. And to me, that's old chicken. But anyway, nevertheless, only good thing about it was the frozen strawberry lemonade. If you have a Popeyes in your hometown, try the frozen strawberry lemonade. It's good, the bomb. Everything else was just mediocre, right? So I said, okay, let me go. I'm gonna stop and I haven't had Popeye's chicken in months. So I was like, I'm just gonna give me, some chicken. So I normally drive through the drive-through, but this yesterday I didn't. And one of the reasons why I didn't was because I had been driving so long. I wanted to get out and I wanted to stretch my legs, and I have a goal set on my watch, a standing goal, a walking goal, stuff like that on my smartwatch, on my whatever this watch is, y'all know, Apple Watch. And so I said, I want to see if I want to meet my goal today, because I had been driving for so long. I was like, I need to get out and stretch. So I parked the car on the street, the work van. Now on the work van, it has the company's logo, all of that. And I guess with everything that's going on with ISIS here in Chicago, with so many people being arrested or whatever, I don't know. I'm assuming. I didn't think about that until my mother told me. But nevertheless, nevertheless, my mom was saying that to me. So anyway, I got out the van. I walked to to Popeye's Chicken, got my food, and they were slow as hell. And so now it's like 2 o'clock. And normally I get off at 3:30, which I really should be getting off at 2:30. But I get off at 3:30. So, excuse me, my bosses, my foremen, that are my immediate supervisors, they leave at 2. They work from 5:30 in the morning to 2. So they were already gone. And I knew that they were gone, but that don't mean nothing because Lizardface is in there as the acting foreman, and the other 2 guys that are laborers, the other 3 guys that are laborers. So even if I come in there at 2 or after 2, even if I come in there 2 or after 2 o'clock, you know what I'm saying? Somebody's in the office and I can turn in my key, because I get the key from my foreman, because the van that I drive, my foreman, whoo, he oversees them. Okay, so I get the food, I'm in there, I come out, I'm standing outside of the van. So, you know, like, I got to get in my van. So I was headed southbound. So I'm headed southbound, and I'm looking around the van to make sure that, you know, no cars are coming, so I can swing the door open and get in. So I proceed to open up the van door. I proceed to put my jacket, my blue jean jacket, over on the seat of the car, and proceed to put my blue jean jacket over there and put my food up in the window where I always put it, and get up in the van. All of a sudden, I hear this pop, 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 pop. It was like, I could hear it. It was ricochet. And I was like, what the hell? And when I said what the hell, it's because I saw on the rear view mirror of the van, it was orange paint. Like some orange apparatus, some orange something. I didn't know what it was. And I saw that the side mirror was kind of cracked. And then I realized that I had been hit too. And I'm like, what in the hell? And so my back of my shirt was wet. I shouldn't have worn pink today, because I had on pink yesterday and this happened to me. I love pink. But anyway, back of my shirt was wet, right? And so I was like, so I just was standing there, because first of all, it scared me to death because it was so loud. It sounded like a gun. Okay, that's what it sounded like. It sounded like a gun. And I was, and you know, I'm telling y'all, I was just in complete shock, you know. And so I must have stood there for about 3 or 4 minutes, just like looking around or whatever. Then I look to the side of me, to my right, and I see that the van has all this orange stuff on it. So as I'm standing there looking at everything, my back started to burn, and it was just on like somebody had just lit a match. Like they just lit a match. And my arm started to hurt. And it was just like, it was the weirdest feeling in the world. Everything felt hot. I just felt hot, like a hot sensation. Then my chest started to hurt. My chest went immediately. It was like the back, the arm, the chest. Then it was like everything, and I was just like, oh my God. So I get on up into the van, and I take my hand like this, And I'm looking, I'm like, am I bleeding? You know, I just didn't know what to think. I did not know what to think. And I should have, and I didn't. I should have called the police. I should have called the police out there and told them what happened. I don't know why I was not thinking. I don't know why. So I get in the van, I ride back to the yard, and when I get into the yard, I stop the van and I go into the driver's room and I say, y'all, look at what happened to the van and look at what happened to me. And everybody's like, oh my God. They were like, you got hit with one of them paintball things. Somebody hit you with a paintball machine. You know, I don't know if you all know Christopher went on a trip and it was paintball, and you got to wear certain gear because if you don't, it's very painful. Okay, it's very painful. And so everybody was looking at the van. It was like, are you okay? Are you okay? And so my arm, I don't know if you all can see, my arm I got a bruise here. Oh, and everything in my body right now it's aching. It hurts. Everything hurts. My back hurt. My chest is still hurting. It was so jarring that my stomach, the lower part of my stomach, everything just hurt and just ached. Everything, you know. So I was asking him, I was like, okay, what? But I didn't know what it was that hit me. I really was not clear, and I should have called the police right then and there. I should have. And because my foreman leaves so early, you know, I didn't know who was there, and I don't know. But anyway, so I parked the van, and so Lizardface is standing out there. And so she's looking at the van. She's like, what happened? So I was forced to talk to her because she's the acting foreman right now. So I had to tell her what happened. I had to communicate with her because I don't talk to her. So I told her, and so she looked at so I said, my shirt is messed up. And she's like, are you okay? Bitch, you don't care, but okay. I said, no. I said, I'm in pain. And so she was like, oh my God, oh my God. She was like, these people are, she said, where did this happen at? So I had to tell her. And so she was like, oh my goodness. She was like, of course, she don't know shit from Shinola. She didn't give me no instructions on what to do because she don't know. She labor like me, technically. She's just acting up. She's just acting up for me. So anyway, as I was walking to my car, I was walking real slow, but I just felt hot. So one of the trucks was coming in, and one of the drivers that I like, they were coming in, and so one of the guys, he's a lineman who I talked to, he was like, what's up, CC? He's like, what's wrong? And so then I started telling him, and then they were getting out the truck, and they were like, oh no, you need to go make a police report. You need to report that. That's battery. You know, that's a battery. That's blah, blah, blah. So I called my foreman to tell him what happened. And instead of him telling me to leave immediately and go seek medical attention or call the police, I said, well, do I punch out? What do I do? He gonna tell me, wait till I punch out. Now, it's close to 2:30, right? He had just left at 2. So I said, punch out. I said, why would I punch out? I said, this happened on while I was on the clock. I don't work with a lot of bright people, but anyway. So I go to my coworker, my girl, and I said, what is this is another thing. The elevator is broke in our building where you go upstairs to our commissioner and all of the higher up bosses. It's like climbing 3 flights of steps, and I wasn't doing that because my foot and ankle been swollen for the last 3 days. I wasn't doing it. So I said, "What is Julie's number?" So she gave me Julie's number because the other guy who I would tell things like this to, he's been on vacation. So I called Julie and I tell her what happened. She's like, "Oh my God." She's like, "Are you okay, Cece?" And I'm like, "No." I said, "I'm in a lot of pain." I said, "My chest hurt, my back is hurting, my arms." I'm telling her all of this, right? So she said, "Hold on a minute. Let me go talk to Art." And Art is our commissioner. So she goes and talks to him, tell him what happened. And he tell her to tell me that one of the foremen, they called the foreman and they told the foreman he had to come back. One of my foremen. They had to come back. And I felt bad because, they were going home, want to relax and chill or whatever. But this is what happened when you have everybody that started at different freaking times in the building. And I think he leaves, the commissioner, I don't think he leaves till like 3 or 3:30. I don't know. Sometimes he leaves earlier. I don't know. But anyway, they told me to, he said, wait, they said, wait for one of them, one of them are coming back. Just wait for one of them to call you. So, about 5-10 minutes later, one of my foremans called me. And he said, "Cece, go on and go to Mercy Works, which is Concentra, down the street from the job. Across the street from where it happened, right there where it happened." He said, "Go ahead and go to Concentra." He said, "But first you got to call Gallagher and Bassett. That's our workman's comp claim people. Call them." I said, "Okay." He said, "Call them. You got to make a report, an injury report, an incident report. And then they're going to send you the little card. And that you take into Mercy Works." I said, "Okay." So I called Gallagher and Bassett. They were pissing me off because she was asking me 1,001 questions. I'm sitting outside of Concentra. I'm sitting, in the parking lot. There's a I go to that pet food store. I mean, everything is right there. She's asking me all of these questions, all these questions. And I'm trying to answer them, and I'm like, some stuff she was asking me, I was like, "Lady, I don't know." I said, "I just don't know." I said, "All I know is I'm in pain, and I just need to know if I can go in here and get treated." So, she says, she do all the paperwork. She said, "I'm getting ready to email you the medical card, the card that you need to go in. And once you get that, you go on in and, whatever. So I did. When it got the stuff, went in. Well, of course, because of the type of job that I have and where I work, whenever you get hurt, you have to take a drop. You got to take a breathalyzer, and you got to take a urine test. So I told them, I said, "I'm on this drug, Augmentin, for an ear infection." I showed the lady who was doing my drug screening. I showed her the medication. I said, "So if this come up, this is what I'm taking." I said, "You can see the date on here. This is when it was prescribed." I said, "And I'm still taking it." And she says, "Okay." And she said, "If something comes up in your urine that, they'll call you." She said, "But I'm going to write this down." She said, "And when you see the doctor, let her know also what you're taking." I said, "Okay." So they have you blow into this breathalyzer, which I never can get right. So I had to do it twice. So you got to blow all the way to 0. So I did. So she said, she put the thing there. She said, when she clicked the thing, I guess it counts down. So she said, "Okay, go. You got to go." Well, she said, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. My back was killing me, and then I had to blow into that. So I blew into it. She was like, okay, good. She's like, it's 0. I was like, yeah, I know. I was like, I don't drink. I don't smoke weed. None of that. Whenever you get hurt at this job, you can get stung by a bee. You can have a scratch on your arm. If you go to Mercy Works, which is Concentra, which is part of our job, they're gonna drop you and give you a breathalyzer. And I had no worries because I don't drink and I don't smoke, and I wasn't drinking the night before, and I wasn't smoking the night before, so I'm good. So she said, okay, now I need you to go in and take the urine test. They put the blue solution in there. Don't pee and don't flush the toilet after you finish, and urinate up to this black line. And I did that 1,000 times working here. I said, okay. She said, don't flush the toilet. I said, okay. So I did all of that. And then when I came out, my foreman was sitting out there, and he said, he took a picture of the back of my shirt. He's like, I am so sorry. He was like, I am so sorry. He was like, how you feeling? I said, I'm just sore. I'm in pain. I said, I feel like I've been hit by a Mack truck. He was just shaking his head. He was like, what is wrong with people? I said, you know, I said, the type of job that we have, where we work, people don't like us. So, you know, they could have thought I was, I don't know, you know, this city right now is on fire with all, like I said, with all the ICE and stuff that's going on, and them arresting, picking people up for no reason. Oh, you know, it could just have been a lot of things. I really don't know. I don't know. I just don't know, you know. So he was apologizing, and he was like, let me take a picture of the back of your shirt. So he did. So then before he came, another commissioner called me and said, Cece, are you okay? I said, no. And I wanted to cry because that's how much pain I was in, because it was burning like hell. It was burning. It was just burning. And so he said, what happened? So I had to tell him the story all over again. And he said, I need you to program my number in your phone, because when he first called me, I didn't answer because I was registering inside for to see the doctor. So I saw it was a 312 number. I said, it's probably somebody from work. And sure enough, it was. Oh, God. Oh, my back. Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I gotta go in here and punch in. Ooh, I cannot turn. My neck hurt. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, God. I'm just in pain. I'm in pain. Ugh. Let me go punch in. I'll be back. Ooh. Oh. Oh, I know y'all tired of me moaning and groaning. Woo! Ooh. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to work the whole day. I don't know. Ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to work the whole day. Oh, shit. I need that. Oh, God. I should have got it before I got in here. Oh. Anyway. I ain't gonna stay on here long. But that's what happened yesterday. That's what happened. So. As if, as I said, as if I needed something else to happen to me. Oh. I'm glad it's Friday. I'm just gonna say this. It's time for me to retire. For real. For real. I mean, I'm gonna tell you all, I've been at this job, it'll be 13 years come January. I've been here 13 years. And I have been hurt on this job so many times. I can't even count. And to now not even be doing a hard job and still get injured on somebody who wanna drive down the street and fuck up a city van and possibly fuck me up and could have killed me on some bullshit. Unbelievable. But I don't know if y'all can see. Can y'all see that mark? So that's where, you see how red it is? I'm pissed. I am pissed. God dog it. I need that. Oh, back here. It is. I went and got my prescription yesterday. My doctor gave me some Flonase. I told her, I said, I need that. I said, because when I get up in the morning, I cannot breathe. This is different. Anyway, I think you're supposed to. Oh, okay. So I did ask, she sent this in for me. So this is different than the one I had before. But anyway, the Flonase is supposed to help with all of the sinuses that I'm having, you know, and that, because it's all, you know, head, neck, throat, whatever. But the last time I had this, it looked different. Let's see how many refills is on here. One refill. When does it have to be refilled? Oh, by December 28th, 2026. For you, shake gently. I ain't even shake it. Oh, it says shake gently. Anyway, I'm gonna take it with me on my trip because I'm gonna need it. And I got some more amoxicillin. I don't know why. I don't know why I got this again. So I'm just gonna show you all. You all see that pill? This is the pills that I'm on. I don't know why they had a refill. You see how big that pill is? Let me see if I can put it in the center without it sliding. Ain't nobody gonna take this but me. Did you see how big that pill is? It's a big pill. I don't know why they prescribed this again. But it's exactly the same thing that I'm on already. I ain't taking this. I got it, and the reason why I went on and got it, because I don't know if when I go back to see the ENT doctor, because I come back on the 14th of October. I don't know if he's going to tell me to continue to take those. So I went on and bought them so I didn't have to buy them again. So that was $26 for the Flonase and for that. I was just telling the paint foreman. I said, tell your crews to be careful. He said, yeah, I heard you got hit with a paintball machine. He said, these motherfuckers don't have no respect for us. They don't have no respect for themselves. Real talk. So anyway, you all, that's what happened. I put it over on the community page. I had planned to go live yesterday. I probably will go live today, maybe. But they messing with my money. You know, messing with my money. I almost, y'all, almost hit $500 this time at the end of the month on YouTube. Almost. I made $497 or $94. If I hadn't went live yesterday, I would have made it. But because that happened, and by the time we left left Mercy Works, went to the police station, did the police report. I didn't get home yesterday until after 7 o'clock. Then I had to go get Chris from my mama's house. I ate dinner with they had already ate dinner. I ate my dinner. My mother said, I kept your food. My mother was so upset. She was like, what if they had shot you? And she was upset. She was really upset. She's like, every time you get hurt, it's from that goddamn job. Just like the ear infection. All that dust in that building, you breathing in. But I gotta work. I ain't got nobody else but me. You know what I'm saying? I got to work. I gotta work. It is what it is. So it is what it is. But she was upset. My sister and niece were upset. My nephew, I think, he was like, yeah, he said that's what they doing. Because, you know, he's a cop, so he know. You shouldn't be doing that to anybody. That's not what that's supposed to be. That's not what paintball is meant for. It's supposed to be fun. And I know my Christopher told me yesterday, when he went with his little group and they were doing paintball, he said somebody shot him in the leg. He said, oh my God. He said, I know how badly it hurt. He said, I know how you feeling. He said, because it hurt a lot. He said, remember that bruise I had on my leg? And I said, yeah, I gotta remember that. He said, that was from that. He said, it do. He said, it hurt. He said, and that paint is hot. You know, and like I said, they didn't know if I could have had an allergic reaction. I could have had some underlying condition. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are y'all? Just don't give a fuck. People are horrible. Just horrible. So that's how my day went yesterday. Unfortunately, that's how my day went. So you all, I'm going to let you all go because I am in pain. And I'm going to try. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to come live later. If not today, I'll do it Saturday. That is the plan. So I will be back sometime today to chat with you all. Like I said, I'll try to go live, but I don't know how I'm gonna be feeling because right now I'm just sore. You know, I can't even make money doing what I enjoy because of some knucklehead that decided they want to ride past and, you know, paintball, shoot somebody. It's just ridiculous. And I'm thinking to myself, like, why are you motherfuckers out here doing this? You know, I'm at my job. You need to be at a job. If you were working, maybe you wouldn't have all this extra time on your hand to go around fucking with people who working. It's pissed me off. And nobody bothers me when I'm in the city, in the van. Nobody bothers me. You know, people may come up to me and ask me questions or whatever, and they may think I'm there to get them a ticket. I'm like, no. But just to tell you how stupid people are. My van don't say revenue. So why you think I'm giving you a ticket? But I'm nice. I'm always nice. No, I'm here to do something else. No. Oh, because I thought you was giving me a ticket. No, I'm not. I'm not here for that. No. And I get that a lot, you know, where people think that I'm some other person, and I'm like, no, no. And once they find out that I'm not, then they're like, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, I'm not. We're good. You're good. It's just like you have to reassure people, you know. And I, you know, I get it. No, I get it, but I'm like, no. Gave it back to me. I got too many things in this wallet. I do not see my driver's license. Let me take all of these out. I remember her giving it back to me. I don't see my ID. It just baffles me how people, like I said, don't have nothing else better to do in their life but bother you. Or bother somebody that ain't bothering them. There it is. I got too many cards in this wallet. Too many. This is a Patricia Nash little coin purse that I got from TJ Maxx. I have stuffed this damn thing to the max. It's finally tearing. I got to find another one. And Sammy called me, you all, the other day. And I have not had a chance to call him back. I'm going to call him back today. And see how he doing. My friend. I got two. I got too many things in here. I don't know what all this stuff is I got in this. Who gives you insurance cards like this? I remember when you used to get a laminated insurance card. Now they on a piece of paper like this. I'm like, y'all that cheap that y'all can give us a laminated card? Take those out. PayPal. I think nothing else is on here. I got too many cards on here, in here, for nothing. It used to come like this. We used to get a card like this for our insurance, our car insurance. Now it's on this little flimsy piece of paper. I'm like, damn. All the money we pay. All the money we pay for car insurance. And that's the best you can do. I'm like, ain't that some shit? Unbelievable. I had cleaned this out before. This ain't this close. This don't make no sense. I pull this debit card out more than I pull out anything else in the world. Trust me. So anyway, y'all, I hope y'all have a good day today. I'm irritated. I'm glad I'm okay. I'm glad it wasn't nothing serious. It just seemed like the devil is just busy. It just seemed like he just don't want me to go on this cruise, y'all. He just don't want me to go on this cruise. He trying everything he can to stop me from going on this cruise. But guess what? I'm going. I'm going. Regardless, I'm going. And stop me if you want to. You can try all you want. But devil, I'm going on this cruise. And then over here no more. I don't know why I got all these gift cards that I ain't used. Medical card. And he just trying to keep me he tried to keep me from going, not going. But it won't work, as they say. I'm going on this cruise. Oh, devil, you might as well just get on back, because it ain't happening. I'm going. Put these back in here. Okay, now it closes, because I took all this stuff out that I don't. And I dropped all of them on the floor. All of these that I don't need. Just got cards in here that I don't even use. Gift cards that I have used. This stuff. But yeah, I bought this little coin purse some time ago. And it's all dirty now, and I carry it. I don't care. But nevertheless, you guys, like I said, I didn't even put no effort into how I look today. I just got in the shower. Even the water that hit my body, it was hurting. I got in the shower. I just put on anything. I ain't gonna even lie. I did. I just put on anything. I did not take no effort into how I look today. I'm just telling y'all, I'm just keeping it 100. Okay, wait now, what is this? Oh, it's the drug screening thing. Central. It's the police report. Okay. Trying to see what everything was. Make sure I don't lose it. And I tell y'all, I'm just goddamn irritated. People just always on bullshit. Like I said, little motherfuckers probably don't even have a job, or whoever did it. Because you got time to ride around and shoot people with a paintball machine, you should be working. Real talk. Chris was like, what is wrong with people? I'm like, crazy, deranged. That's what's wrong with people. They ain't got nothing else better to do in their life. And that's just the truth. They just don't. Got no life. Ain't got nothing going on for them. Nothing. Ain't got nothing to do. Okay, we just gonna go. We're gonna ride around and just shoot people with a paintball machine. That could have been a person that was, you know, elderly, that they did that to. They could have, you could seriously hurt somebody with that shit. So stupid as hell, I swear. All right, for real, I'm gonna let you all go. Just send a prayer for me, a prayer of protection and a prayer of healing, because I need it, seriously. And I'll probably see you guys later on this evening on the live stream, okay? Have a good day. All right, I'm sorry this wasn't the most positive video. I'm sorry this was not the most subject matter video, but this is what happened yesterday. So just pray that I get through today and with a little less pain. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Okay, peace and blessings. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Come back and sit with me on a live stream this weekend, and we'll chat. Okay? All right. God bless. Have a good day. Bye.